Today we're at our Woodley Golf Club in Leeds and we're going to be checking out the new SIM drivers from TaylorMade. So let's get out on the course and give them a hit.
So we're here with the new TaylorMade drivers. Hannah, what is SIM? What does it stand for?
So it actually stands for shape in motion, and it's kind of the whole idea behind these drivers and behind kind of the range they show is about reshaping and aerodynamics. So you can see on the back here we've got some quite significant changes to the shape compared to last year, and this is just all about increasing your club head speed and getting more speed through reshaping rather than kind of new materials, which we've seen them go down the avenue of in the past.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of been always the thing in the past where they're looking for, you know, more speed, more accuracy with the material. So they've gone for a change of shape to create that.
Yeah, so we can see this reshaping at the back that's kind of rotated through 20 degrees, and this is all through wind tunnel testing that they've done to see what angles and what shapes are going to create the best club head speed through the ball. And I think probably since I've seen the presentation of the tech behind this product, this has been one of the most exciting products for me that I've wanted to get out and test, just because it's kind of so radically different to what we've seen before. Yeah,
and testing so far, how's that been?
Yeah, really interesting just to see kind of how much the shape is influencing your club head speed.
Okay, well, give it a hit, see how you get on. That's quite high. Is that something you'd expect from the kind of shape of the design of the club?
Well, I think currently we're kind of testing this in a regular shaft, so that's kind of going to affect it. It's just the stock shaft that we've got here. So I think when that ball flight, we'll get it a bit lower with a custom shaft. I've had it custom fit before out in the States, and the flight was a bit lower with that, so that definitely make a difference. But it does feel like it's really easy to hit and really easy to launch, so that's a positive and important thing for lots of golfers because they don't always get enough height on the shots.
Yeah. Well, I've got the SIM Max here if you want to give that a go. There you go. Just maybe describe the kind of visual differences, if there are any, over the ball, or if they're quite similar.
This is a bit bigger and a bit more kind of forgiving to look at, but I think kind of the two both look very visually similar in styling, and my favourite thing is probably this new chalk paint on the top of the club.
Yeah,
it just sits really nicely behind the ball.
Yeah, definitely. That is sky high, that one.
Yeah, so we can see that's flown a lot higher, which is what it's designed to do. So it's designed to just give you that extra launch and also give you a bit of extra forgiveness. There's also a third driver in this range, which is the SIM Max D. So that's just designed for those people who maybe hit a bit too much of a fade or a bit of a slice. And it's just set up a bit shut, so they're getting that extra forgiveness, but it's already designed to give them kind of that draw shape. Yeah,
so there's a driver in the range for everyone, essentially.
Yeah, so it's really just about going out and testing and seeing which one is the best for you. But let's find a bit more about the tech on these from the guys over at TaylorMade.
Hi there, I'm Tomo Bystedt. I'm the Senior Director of Product Creation of Metalwoods here at TaylorMade. Today I'm here to talk to you about the new SIM drivers from TaylorMade. The SIM drivers feature the new shape technology to drive more performance through speed and forgiveness in the 2020 lineup of drivers. To explain how this works, the first thing you'll notice is the sole has an asymmetric feature here called the inertia generator. This feature allows the sole to be more efficient aerodynamically in the downswing, creating more club head speed and therefore more ball speed. It also allows us to place the mass all the way at the back of the sole here for maximum inertia and forgiveness in the club. So we're driving speed and inertia through this new shape. A couple other things you'll notice on this club as well. We do have the twist face technology on the face, as well as the speed injection technology that we introduced with the M5 and M6 drivers here to really push that COR right up to the limit. On the top of the club here, you'll notice also a brand new look and feel of the club, this new chalk paint on the front, giving you that contrast with the face for better alignment, as well as a new chromium carbon on the top here, that lightweight material that allows us to move more of the weight down in the bottom of the club, and also gives us a nice new look as well. So the three different drivers from TaylorMade in 2020 are the SIM Max, and the SIM Max D. I'm going to talk you through a little bit how they're different and what's the same about the three drivers. First of all, each three of the new drivers feature that same shape technology, that inertia generator at an asymmetric angle with the carbon sole and the carbon crown as well. That's the same on all three models. Where they start to differ a little bit is in how we use the discretionary weight in each of those clubs. In the SIM, you'll notice that we have weight in a sliding weight track at the front here, 10-gram weight, allowing you for a fade and a draw bias in the club. We use the rest of the discretionary weight back here where we have a 12-gram weight to allow for a little bit more forgiveness and build up an overall forgiving club I'd address. So this one is the SIM driver. The SIM Max driver has a slightly different sole configuration without the track on the bottom. So we've taken essentially the weight out of the track at the front and would put all that additional weight in the back here. So we have a 20-gram weight at the back of this one, allowing you for even more forgiveness. So this is the max forgiveness model in the lineup, and that's hence the name SIM Max. We also build this one with a slightly larger face, about an 8% larger face area than the SIM driver, to allow the player a little bit more forgiveness on different miss hits across the face. And then finally, for the SIM Max D, this driver offers a slightly different weight configuration, again, where we're taking some of that weight that we placed in the back and move some of that into the heel here. About half of this weight in the back is moved into the heel to allow for a little bit more draw bias. We engineer this one with an even larger face than the SIM Max, with that 18% larger face to allow for miss hits even further away from the center of the face, which typically this golfer will need. So we offer different performance in each one, different weight configurations. So again, different golfers will find one that works for them.
So Hannah, what's the lowdown on the new shape TaylorMade have brought us here?
So the whole design behind all three of the drivers in this range is that they're trying to get better aerodynamics, so that's going to give you more club head speed.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same story of, you know, new driver, more speed, kind of more accuracy probably.
Yeah, so in previous years they've kind of used new materials. We've seen different shapes with the twist face and the club face. So before they've kind of explored these materials, whereas this year it's more looking at what they can do with the shaping to kind of get more club head speed. The whole club head has been designed for better speed.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, because obviously year on year you just think like, how can you make it better? How can you actually improve on, you know, last year's model when last year's model was, you know, the same story? So that shaping kind of concept is quite interesting to know about.
Yeah, and we see this kind of different themes throughout the different heads. So we can see on this one we've got one rail, on this one there isn't one. Whereas kind of last year in the M5 they had two rails on the back of the head.
Yeah.
So taking this one out is just allowing you to save the weight. And also they found that the Tour Pros were all setting this weight right to the back. So they thought, if they're all setting it to the back, do we actually need that option of people changing it? So they've just added this weight into the back here. So this is known as kind of the inertia generator, and that's getting the weight back in the head and just giving you a bit more launch.
And how did you find the performance with the two?
It's quite surprising actually, because when someone says like we've reshaped this to give you more club head speed, you think like, is that really going to work? Last year I got fitted into the M6, so on average with that I had about 91, just over 91 mile an hour of club head speed. With this I was averaging 95. So obviously that's quite a significant jump. On some of my shots I was even getting up to 97 miles an hour. So for me, like, my club head never really changes the speed of it. So to see such a big jump was kind of like a bit crazy.
Yeah,
really.
definitely. Yeah, without even doing anything, like gaining like 4 miles an hour on average and maybe 6 and a 1 off. That's quite a jump.
Yeah, so in terms of distance, I was kind of 218 carry with the M6, and this was up to 230. Sometimes I'd say that my smash factor wasn't as high with this as it was with the M6, but I think that's because we're obviously testing this at the moment in the standard spec shaft. When I was in Carlsbad testing these, I had like a custom fit in, and we had a custom fit shaft in, and the smash factors went up a lot then. So once that's in, we might see if we get that smash factor up and maybe get even a bit more distance out of this. Yeah,
so this would be more your kind of club golfers club, as it were, and that's your kind of players one.
Yeah, or even someone maybe who doesn't want to have that ability to shape the ball all the time. They have a one stock shot, they don't want to mess with that. This is just a simpler version for that. So we've been out on the course and hit these. What would you say was then the biggest difference between the Sim and the Sim Max model?
Just the height, really. They both performed pretty well, you know. Ball speed, club speed was similar, carry distance, total distance, it was all actually quite similar. But this one just launched a lot higher. Obviously, as you said, there's more weight in the back, so that was really the only difference, to be honest, was just the height. So I'd probably, you know, if I was going to pick one, I'd probably just go with the Sim, because I don't, you know, coming from this country, I don't personally want to see too much height. So, but yeah, that was the only difference for me.
Yeah, so obviously we kind of launched the ball as high as we want to already. This is kind of aimed more at someone who maybe needs that extra height, kind of hits that kind of low shot and is not getting it up enough into the fairway and getting that extra distance, which you generally do get if you're launching it higher. Yeah,
definitely. But there's another model, I believe, in this range as well, which we've not yet touched upon.
So we've got the Sim Max D as well. So this is kind of essentially the same technology and head as this one, but it's got more draw bias weighting in it. So for those people who tend to hit a fade or a slice, you can get that to just straighten up your golf shots even more.
Yeah.
So obviously, as well as that, we've got the speed injected twist face and all of them, so that's going to help straighten out your shots, whatever model you're in. But that one's just going to give you extra help on the kind of getting that draw shape or just straightening up your slice.
Yeah, that sounds good. Definitely one that will help lots of players anyway.
So those are our first impressions of the new SIM drivers from TaylorMade. We're going to be testing these out more thoroughly over the next few weeks, so make sure you keep your eye out on NCG for more content. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all again soon.